Ooh. Hi guys, I am so juiced, I am so excited, I am super happy because your girl is on the road to 1K subscribers. I know it's not a big deal, y'all, for some of you, but for me, for your girl, it's a big deal, okay? It's a big deal. Nobody should say it's not a big deal because it's a big deal for me. It's in 1K subscriber. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's a lot of work. Yes, it's a lot of work. And oh, if you haven't subscribed yet, it's today. If today is your first time you're just clicking on my channel, please subscribe. It's just one click away, okay? Just one click and it's free. And if you're a returnee, I really appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by again on my channel. Yes, thank you for stopping by again. I really appreciate you. I'm not taking you for granted. And if you are the one that always come to my YouTube channel and be watching and you don't subscribe and you haven't still subscribed, please, what are you still waiting for? Kindly subscribe, okay? Be a part of the first set of 1K subscribers on my channel and let this girl get monetized, okay? So as I was saying earlier, thank you for coming back to my channel. My name is Pimpe Akinlayo. You are welcome to my channel. And my hair, yes, it's a wash day. As someone had a wash day and I am wearing my hair this way for some time. And maybe I'll be slapping a wig on it sometime soon. But for now, I'll be wearing my hair like this and let it breathe, okay? It's summer, let it breathe. And without no further delay, I will be discussing a very important topic today, which is abuse. Abuse. It's a very broad topic and I will be talking about it. It's probably going to be having a part 2, but I will be talking about abuse, like the definition of abuse and types of abuse that we have. It's going to be a long video, so I'll probably be having a part 2 on how to identify abuse, any kind of abuse, and what to do when you see one. All right, before or without no further delay, let us get into the video proper and let's talk about abuse. Yes, so I will be starting by giving us what the definition of what abuse is. Actually, abuse can be classified into two, either as a verb or as a noun. So I will be starting with as a verb. Abuse means to use something to bad effect or for a bad purpose. That is misuse, or to treat a person or animal with cruelty or violence, especially regularly or repeatedly. Similar words to abuse are mistreat, maltreat, and ill treat. Mistreat, maltreat, and ill treat. Abuse can also be classified as a verb. As a noun. I said the verb first. So as a noun, that is improper use of something, e.g., abuse of alcohol, abuse of drugs, or cruel and violent treatments. Cruel and violent treatment of a person or animal, e.g., black eye and other signs of physical abuse. As we all know, abuse is a very serious topic. It's a very issue going on in the world at large right now. So many people are going through so many kind of abuse that they don't even know that they are going through abuse. and they are practically used to it. They see it as a way of life, as a normal way of life, without knowing that they are being abused. And some already know, but they don't know how to go about it. So let's continue. We have some types of abuse. We have 6 types of abuse, and I will be mentioning and explaining each and every one of the abuses that I have listed on my jotter. So before I go further, we have the commonly held definition of abuse, which is a pattern of behavior used by one person to gain and maintain power and control over another. I'll be repeating that again. Abuse, as a common definition, which is a pattern of behavior used by one person to gain and maintain power and control over another. So I'll be going to my number 1 type of abuse. So my number 1, the number 1 I have on my jotter right here is physical abuse. At one point in everybody's life, we probably have gone through physical abuse, maybe directly or indirectly somehow. So these include punching, hitting, slapping, kicking, strangling, or physical restraining a partner against their will. It can also include driving recklessly or invading someone's physical space. I'll be repeating that again. Physical abuse. This includes punching, hitting, slapping, kicking, strangling, or physical restraining a partner against their will. It can also include driving recklessly or invading someone's physical space. And in any other way, making someone feel physically unsafe. You know, it's really sad, you know, so many people go through physical abuse, and they get used to it and they don't find a way out of it. So anyway, that will be leading me to my number 2 type of abuse, which is sexual abuse. This include or falls in a category of physical and non-physical components. It can include rape or other forced sexual acts, or withholding, or using sex as a weapon. Yes, I'll be repeating that again. It can include rape or sexual or other sexual or other forced sexual acts, or withholding, or using sex as a weapon. Some abusive partners might use sex as a means to judge their partner or assign value, e.g. saying their partner is not good enough for sex, or saying sex is the only value your partner is good for. I mean, it's really sad how people go through so many things in life, so many kind of abuses in life. Like, how will a partner talk about his wife? Like, how will a man talk about his wife in such a manner, saying probably your wife isn't good enough, or probably that is only what she's good for, like sex is the only thing you are good for. That could be that is so mean, and it's so abusive. And I don't know why some people just do that. I don't know why they enjoy doing or saying things like that to a fellow human being. It's really sad. Very, 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 very sad. So, as I was saying, still on sexual abuse. Sex is loaded with emotional and cultural implications because of its feeling. Yes, it's loaded with emotional and cultural implication because of its feelings. There are many uniquely ways it can be used, like for power and control. It's really sad how, people go through sexual abuse, and I won't say it's only women that go through sexual abuse. Some men go through sexual abuse, but it is mostly women, girls, that face sexual abuse. Out of 100%, I would say 10% or 5% of men go through sexual abuse, and the rest, 95% or 90%, are women, and they actually and really go through sexual abuse. I don't know why we have to go through so much pain and so much sorrow, so much anguish. It's really, really disheartening. I'm not happy about that. So that will be leading me to my third kind of abuse, which is verbal or emotional abuse. Verbal or emotional abuse. As one survivor puts it, my ex-husband used words like weapons, like shades of glass, cutting and slowly draining my life until I had nearly none left. I'll be saying this phrase again, or these short words again. I quote, as one survivor puts it, my ex-husband used words like weapons, like shades of glass, cutting and slowly draining my life until I had nearly none left. This is a very huge word right here. That shows the level of, or the level at which words can actually torment you. Words can actually make you feel worthless. Our words can actually mentally drain you and feel worthless and feel like you're nobody and feel like you have no life. Words are powerful, so we need to choose our choice of words wisely. You don't have to be physically it before you get abused. Words like you are worthless, you are ugly, no one wants you, you are stupid, you have no brain, you don't even know nothing, you are so senseless, you are useless. Words like this, in a long run, we toy with your mental state, and you will actually start believing that you are worthless, you are nobody wants you, you are ugly, you are useless, you don't have no brain, you are stupid. It's not funny at all, but people actually go through this verbal abuse. It is really, really tormenting. It is even worse than physical abuse because it accumulates for a while, and when it accumulates, it starts to germinate, and you start to believe in it, and you start to dwell in it, and it starts to get into you, and you start acting those words that your spouse or whoever is verbally or emotionally abusing you, you will start to reflect those words. And it is really, really, really not easy to heal from verbal abuse. It takes a long time to heal from verbal abuse. Verbal or emotional abuse are harder to spot and harder to prove. Emotional scars can take longer to heal. Please don't allow such. If you see somebody, or maybe your spouse or your fiancé, your husband, your brother, your sister, I don't care who it is, if they're talking, they're being verbally, or they're verbally abusing you, don't tolerate it, don't allow it. Immediately something like that start happening, rebuke it. Because if you allow it, it's going to germinate and grow, and you begin to dwell in it, and you won't be able to get out of it, and that is a huge problem. And I don't even know what to say. But anyway, please don't allow such. Now I will be going to my number 4 kind of abuse, which is mental or psychological abuse. Mental or psychological abuse happens when one partner, through a series of actions or words, wears away at the other sense of mental well-being and health. Mental or physical abuse happens when one partner, through a series of actions or words, wears away at the other sense of mental well-being and health. It involves making the victim doubt their sanity. This is a very broad topic. Yes, it involves making the victim doubt their sanity in the long run after so many series of actions, after so many series of types of words, physical punching, maybe words, ill words, bad words, maltreating. The person starts to lose or doubt their sanity. They begin to doubt their sanity. They start disbelieving in themselves. Without their partner, they won't be able to do nothing, and at the same time they will feel unsafe with the partner, but there is nothing they can do about it. It is really sad. I want you guys to actually drop your comments down and tell me if you have really experienced any kind of abuse or whatsoever, and how you overcame it, because this topic right here is happening day by day, and everybody, people don't get help. And even when people come out and talk and say what's their mind, what they're going through, they don't believe them. They believe they are crazy. They believe they're the crazy one, and it's really sad. For how long is that going to happen? It breaks my heart. It really does breaks my heart. So that will be taking me to my 5th type of abuse, which is financial abuse. Financial abuse. Abuse is about power, and this kind of abuse is about power and control. Abusers will use any means to maintain control, and often includes finances. Abusers will use any means to maintain control, and it also includes or often includes finances. This simply means controlling all of the budgeting of the household and not letting the survivor or the partner or your partner have access to their own bank accounts or spending money. They don't allow their partner have access or make decisions on how money is being spent, or even have access to their own banking accounts. And even all these abusers will go further and use their survivor or their partner's name to open a credit card and run it in their name and run debt on it in the name of their partners. This is really bad. This is happening. It's happening here it's happening everywhere. It's a lot. It's even happening in this America, and it's really, really a lot. People are going through a lot, and they can't even speak out. They can't say anything about it. It is really, really, really sad. I hate and I detest abuse and abusers. I don't like abusers. I don't make friends with abusers. I don't want to have anything to do with abusers. If you're an abuser, I don't want you near me. I'm allergic to abuse. Yes, I'm allergic to abuse. I don't know why I'm so mad. I don't like abuse. Yes, I don't. I really don't. So don't let me drift away from what I'm saying. I want to stay connected with you guys. Yeah, like I said, they want to be in control of everything without not letting their partner have access to their own bank accounts or spending money. They even go as far as opening credit cards and running debts on their survivor's name. That's like probably on their survivor's name or on their partner's name. I don't know why people will do that. It is really, really, really sad, and I am not in for all of that at all. At all and at all, I am not in for all of that. I don't understand why somebody is going to be doing that. It's really, really heartbreaking. And as a wife, as a mother, it's an eye opener. You don't want to fall a victim. You don't want to be a victim of an abuse. If you're in an abusive marriage, get out of it. It's not something you want to dwell in at all. You don't want to be part of it. You don't want to experience any kind of abuse. You don't want to. I don't even pray for my enemy to go through abuse, because it is mental draining, physically, mentally, spiritually, in every aspect. It is draining. Trust me. You don't want to experience it. So this will be bringing me to my last point, or my last type of abuse that I have written down in my jotter, which is cultural and identity abuse. Cultural or identity abuse. This happens when abusers use aspects of victims, particular culture, particularly cultural identity, to inflict suffering. This happens when abusers, people experience cultural or identity abuse when people or abusers use aspects of the victims, particular cultural identity, to inflict suffering, or as means of control, not letting the person or whoever observe the dietary or dress customs of their faith, using racial slurs to out someone, or isolating someone who doesn't speak the dominant language where they live. A lot of people go through cultural and identity abuse. Yes, even at work, at school, in social gatherings, among friends, so-called friends, so-called co-workers, so-called bosses, so-called neighbors, social gatherings. It happens. They make fun of you. They go as far as isolating you. If they can't isolate you, they go as far as making fun of you, making you feel like you are not welcomed because you don't fit in. Your cultural difference, or the way I don't even know how to put it, but it is really sad. It is really, really sad. I will like to put this video to an end. So guys, I will be putting this video to an end. Like I said, it was going to be a long video. I will be doing another makeup video for the continuation on knowing or how to identify an abuse, and what to do when you see one, how to go about it, how to identify abuse and what to do when you see one. It is really, really sad. It is really, really painful how people abuse others and see it as a norm, and see it as a normal thing, and don't see any big deal in it. It's a big deal. How can you abuse your fellow human being? Blood runs in everybody's vein. Some people are so heartless, very, very heartless, and it's really sad. I don't even know what to say. I'm just ranting, but I believe you all understand where I'm coming from and you understand what I'm saying. Kindly leave your comments and what you think and your opinions about abuse in the comment section, you know, and tell me what you feel about abuse. If you have experienced abuse, how you overcame it, what you did, how you went about it, you know, how you overcame it and become a better you. You know, I really love you guys. I appreciate you. I thank you for I thank you. I said thank you, man. I am so mad. I don't know why I picked this topic abuse, but whatever reason I picked it for, it's a good topic because it's just opened a whole chapter on my head right now. So I just want to say a very big thank you. If you have watched my video up to this very moment, I want to say a big thank you to you. I really, 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 really appreciate you for taking your time to watch my video. And if you are still here up to this moment and you have not yet still subscribed, kindly please subscribe to my channel. As you can see, I'm on my way on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Kindly make that dream come through by subscribing to my channel, giving my video a thumbs up, you know, share my video, let the world know about me, comment below, watch the video, share, you know, leave your own opinion about today's topic, and watch other of my videos. I'm very sure you are going to find it interesting and you will learn one or two things when you watch any of my videos. Trust me, you will learn a new thing. For every video of mine you watch, you're going to be learning something different. You're going to be adding something positivity to yourself. Anyway, I forgot to say something in the beginning of the video. I am a wife, a mom, a Nigerian YouTuber based in US, and I focus on lifestyle, relationship talk, you know, a little bit of DIYs, a little bit of food and every other thing, a little bit of everything here and there, but mostly focusing on relationship, motivational talks, and life in general. And I will be seeing you next in my upcoming video. Kindly stay tuned, and I remain your girl, Bimpe Akinlayo. I love you and bye.